I've spent $55,307 worth of Frost Stars in Whiteout Survival in 202 days. I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. A lot of you actually in my last video said, I got a cold. You're right. I got a cold, so bear with me tonight. I don't know how you picked up on it before I did, but I woke up with a sore throat today. I surely do have a cold. So let's get into some things tonight on the account. There's a couple things that popped up I want to talk about, and a couple things I want to talk about kind of more just awareness and strategically. So first things first, if we get into the standard shop, notice the 5% bouncing above my head. While it lasts, they're still doing a 5% top off. And for a limited time, I still have this affiliate link. It's in the video description. You could check it out below. I won't have it for too much longer, but I think they're going to be introducing some other new kind of program for incentive. But while it lasts, if you can help me out, if you want to help me out, if you're going to spend Frost Stars in the game anyways, I only do it through the official shop because that's all I trust. So if you use that link, it'll basically give me credit for the sale. It's an affiliate link, has a code embedded in there. Doesn't cost you anything. It just use it like you normally would, and then I get some credit for the sale, and they send me some Frost Stars as well. But let's take a look at the kind of spending first, and then we'll look. Well, actually, I want to get into the habit of looking at the events. There's not a lot of particularly interesting things. I just want to get in the habit. So we still have Treasure Hunter going on. We have Mia's today, so we're going to have to talk about Mia's, and a lot of you are going to be complaining about strategy again, but bear with me. Then we've got all the standard stuff. We're still in the middle of Alliance Showdown. We have this new armament competition. And then if we look off in the horizon, we got Officer Project and King of Icefield coming up, and all the other things that come up standard on the schedule, kind of. So nothing too crazy that we don't know of so far is on the schedule. Of course, they're always subject to put some magical events on there that screwed me up this week for my budget, but you know, that's how that goes. If we look at the Alliance Showdown, I want to look at some synergy between events first before I start the spending. If we look at the Alliance Showdown, what we have today is basically, you know, chief gear. If you look at the RS, it's speed ups and gems, but in the other stuff, but it's mainly chief gear that you're going to try to get points on today. I'm not going to do anything with chief gear. Number one, I've been spending a lot on chief gear. Number two, it's the least power per dollar in the game, so I'm slowing my spend on that. Not that I'm not going to spend on it at all, just kind of slowing my spend on that because it's going to be a little while before the next level of chief gear opens up. I'm going to put enough in the tank to kind of, you know, get my chief gear maxed out or progress to every SVS, but I don't really need to max out the chief gear that much because I've already got quite a bit of it, you know, underway. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it because it's the least power per dollar, and it's not a huge return right now when I have other things I need to focus on. So that's the Alliance. But the important thing, if we look at the next day, we're going to have Essence Stones, and Essence Stones is something I want to talk about tonight because I did do something yesterday with the pop-up pack. I want to talk about that, but just hold on one second. So we got hero gear stuff on the last day, and we got some pet stuff. We got kind of like almost like an SVS-like thing. There's a smorgasbord of extra things you could do on the last day. It's kind of like an all-in day, but not really so much all-in. But there's a bunch of different things you could do on the last day. So I'm going to save Essence Stone work on the last day because armament competition runs 2 days, and that's going to have, yes, it's got chief gear in it that we can do today, but I'm not going to do chief gear. It's got hero gear stuff in there as well as speed ups. So, you know, I can do a little speeds today if I want to, maybe on experts. It's not particularly interesting, you know, content to do tonight because I'm basically just going to do it for basic rewards in this event and the Alliance Showdown. So I'll try to put some points on the board for Alliance Showdown today to help out the team and to try to, you know, get my place in the leaderboard going. Right now, you know, it's not too great, but it's not too bad either because I'm going to do some work tomorrow. So I'm just going to leave that kind of where I'm not going to compete hard today. Tomorrow I'll put a bunch of points on the board with the Essence Stones and some other stuff I can do. So that's my game plan for that, and that's the synergy we're looking for. So that's all we have in the event section. Now let me come back around and we'll, because there's some other things I want to talk about when it comes to spending, but I want to clear off like the basic stuff first. So let's take a look at the basic spending here. Before I get into this, there is something else I want to tell you about. I've been holding off on this, but I just realized Tone the other day announced this Torxim's new website he's working on. Now, Torxim and I were talking about, I was almost going to do something like this, but then I got to talking to him. He decided to do it. This guy is the master of pack analysis. If you guys think you're good at it, you don't know anything. Like, I mean, you might be one of the rare people who really knows your stuff, but Torxim really knows his stuff when it comes to calculating these pack values. He's been studying it for a long time. That's why. That's what makes you expert in something. When you try to do something, he's been playing the game a long time. He's been building these spreadsheets for a long time. He's part of the WOS nerds, and he's been playing the game. In fact, let's go back to the game for a second. If you want to know, if you don't know, if you want some credibility, some social proof of who he is, If you just look at the total expert power in the game, that's Torxim. Dude's been playing a while. He knows his stuff, and he's a whale. So that is Torxim, and this is his website that he's creating entirely to do something that's right in my niche, which is understanding efficiency, pack value, and stuff like this. So I've got this loaded up on Treasure Hunter right now. This is something I asked him to do. He's probably, he's been probably talking to a lot of people. So I'm not going to say like I'm the one who's guiding him. I'm definitely giving some advice because I'm also a software developer and because I'm in FC5 pre-Helios, because that's something I think both of us didn't realize was a thing. Like the pack values change. We're trying to figure out when the pack values change actually. Some of them I think are based on like maybe pets goes with the pets, but for the most part, this has been working so far. So whenever I notice a difference, I've been giving him something, some new stuff to consider. He's got some information on the website. If you notice a discrepancy in your packs, you can send it to him and he'll fix it right away pretty much. But this is a very good site. It's actually something I've wanted for a long time, something that all the other calculators don't do, understanding value and pack analysis and stuff. So here's where you look at like the ultimate, and when it comes to these specialty games, you really have to understand the statistics of expected outcomes to know what the real value is, because it's not as direct as just like, here's a thing and here's how much it costs. It's kind of like, here's a game, here's the things you get from the game, here's the expected outcome of the game, here's how much you have to spend on the things that get you the things. It could get to be a little bit of a complex analysis. But here on a lot of these things, it just will break it down and show you. So this is where the Essence Stones, that's what the Essence Stones are worth in my generation right now. And nobody's going to buy Essence Stones. So what you want is the Lucky Hero Gear chest. That's to give you an idea. And then if you were to go, if I go back up to the main website, I don't know how quickly I can do it because I'm not necessarily planning on doing this, but if you look at like, go to the packs and you want to look at regularly scheduled packs, for example, custom armament chest is going to show you 100% value, mainly because if you look at his valuation technique, the custom armament chest is used as the baseline for the value of Lucky Hero Gear chests. So that's a good, you just have to understand what it means, because that's a good and a bad thing. It's in a way, it's a good thing because that it's like one of the baseline better values in the game is a custom armament chest, but it's not the best value because if other events will give you these things at, better prices. So, I brought this up in particular because I was considering, should I buy custom armament chests? And the thing is, the difference is this is a regularly scheduled event. Treasure Hunter is not. So it's not like, normally you'd be buying this anyways because that's all you could get. And so like, in a way, I kind of want to spend on it a little bit anyways. If you're the type of person who's really trying to min-max then, and you're really trying to stretch your budget, you would wait and wouldn't buy any of this. But then, you don't know when those other packs are going to come. So anyways, I wanted to show you the website. There it is. Move my head. It's torxim.com. Check it out. I just asked for him for permission tonight because I didn't want to overwhelm him if he wasn't ready for other people to start using it. But don't use my spreadsheet anymore. Don't use his spreadsheet anymore. Come to his website. He's spending a lot of time on this, and it's only going to get better in time. So please come check his website out and give him some love on that, because dude is doing a lot of work, and it's really helpful to the community. So we should all be thankful for the work he's putting in. And if he monetizes it someday to get some ad revenue for it, all better for him, because it takes a lot of work to maintain that. So he deserves to get something out of that, All right, so that's the pack value. So the reason I brought that up is because we get into the pack value here. Now I'm going to wait on the custom armament. Oh no, the custom armament chest is the one thing I can't wait on. I'm going to wait on Dawn Market because we have 2 days and because I'm not doing Chief Gear. But if you look at Dawn Market, I don't know if he updated it yet. Let's see. I just told him before recording the video. So 30 design plans and 70 polishing solution. Just before recording the video, I told him, let's see if he updated it already. So if we come into here and we go into Dawn Market, and I am on FC5 pre-Helios, where is the Chief stuff? Yeah, he didn't update it yet, but I'm sure he will. But generally, this is like the FC5 levels. So if you look, generally the Chief Gear tends to have slightly better return. It's 112%. So the Chief Gear is really what the best value here. But I'm not going to buy it today because I have 2 days, and I'm not planning on pushing Chief Gear right now. So I'm going to sit on it. I will buy some from it, but probably not crazy from it. Depends on what other events are coming around. Now, the custom armament chest, again, just because it is something I would normally buy anyways, there's not a reason for me not to keep normally buying it when a special event comes and gives me better value. So yeah, the special event has better value than this, but I'd have to spend an extra $100 per, and the real value is actually in the milestone rewards. Once you get past the milestone rewards, The value is actually pretty close. If I remember, I was trying to calculate this with Torxim the other day. I think the value is pretty close to custom armament chest anyways. It's just an opportunity to get more stuff. And, you know, the custom armament chest doesn't come with, you know, other like gems, but it does come with a couple keys. And at least at the low levels, it's still worth it for my VIP progression towards globe. So, and the more I buy stuff at the lower level towards globe, the better, you know, I'm at for total VIP efficiency towards globe. So I'm just going to buy this up to the $20 mark. So I'm not going too crazy with it. And we're going to sit that there. And then custom pet chest, we have a couple more days on, so I'm going to wait on that, but I am going to buy some of that as well. We'll take the daily deals and see, kind of get lucky. Nope, 0 luck today on that one. 0 luck. And we'll make our claims here and get out of this section right quick. All right, let's see. Is there any, yeah, these didn't, did I buy them already? Yeah, these didn't reset. I bought the single ones. Okay, so we're good on this. All right, that's the basic section now. So now if we get into deals section and other stuff, let me just cover this pop-up pack quick because I'm going to lose it soon if I don't buy it anyways. If you notice, it's got 2 hours and 37 minutes. Now, if you watch me regularly, you'll know that yesterday I said, hey, there's this thing that happens with Hero Gear Mastery that I've noticed recently, that if as long as, I think it's, I haven't really put all the facts together, but I think it's something like, if you pop the pack but don't buy it, it won't pop it again until 24 hours after you bought it. So in other words, as long as you buy it 24 hours after the original event, so you, like, I think this is what it's doing. If you trigger a pop-up pack, right, on day 1, and then don't buy the pop-up pack that comes up until like 2 hours later, then on day 2, you trigger another pop-up pack like minutes after the 24 hours from the first one, right? So you waited the 24 hours from the first time you triggered it, right? But then you didn't buy the pop-up pack until a couple hours later. On the next day, if you waited 24 hours and you trigger it again, so you're more than 24 hours after the first trigger, it won't pop up the pack right away. But the 2 hours after, when you actually bought the next Hero Gear Mastery pack, it will automatically pop up another one. I wasn't online when it happened. I woke up this morning and I was like, sure enough, there it is again. I wasn't going crazy. So the Hero Gear Mastery, as long as it's 24 hours from the first event that triggered it, you will pop another one up, but it won't pop up right away unless you actually bought it at the same time you triggered it. If that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm buying this. Now I know, actually, I don't know, I don't have time to keep on going to Torxim sheet today, but I know from doing my own analysis from the spreadsheet before, this was about 133% value, but some of that is because of the gems and the essence stones, which not everybody wants. So if you're valuing this based on your objective value, which is only the Lucky Hero Gear chest, it's probably not that great a value, right? It's $1 per Lucky Hero Gear chest, but that's not really the true value. It's got other stuff in here. So I'm buying it because I also need the essence stones because I've been running those for some of these little side things, and I'm going to need them. And for that second set of gear. Now you will get essence stones over time. It's just a matter of how fast can you get them in bulk. But I wanted to show that again. The thing is, the reason I'm buying that is I'm going to use some essence stones out of SVS. That way I don't feel guilty about using them outside of SVS. And I'm not going to use them tonight, though. I'm going to use them tomorrow night to get my points to double dip on both of those events with the Showdown and the, what was it called? The armament competition? Yeah. So that's what we're doing there. So I just wanted to show that quick. Myriad Bazaar, not doing anything more with tonight. We're into the, I don't know, let's call this the Mega Whale territory now. I don't see anybody buying these unless you really want those island decoration components because the value is there, but it's for mainly in terms of island decoration components. I would love to unlock this for the extra speed ups, but that's here, you know, not going to do it for the island components. All right, let's skip Mia's Fortune Hut for now. I need to talk about this later. Let's work this right to left. I'm not going to wait too long in Mia's. I just want to work this right to left so that we can get through some of the other content here. All right. Sign in and earn it. Hero Rally. Journey Treasures. And Endless Wayfarer. We'll grab that. All right. Let's skip Mia's for just a second. What I want to talk about is my T11 push once again. So, you know, I was going to save my speed ups, but then I remembered I have the self-control of a hungry bear. All right. So I used my speed ups, especially during SVS. I ran out of troops. I didn't realize that you needed to like cycle your squad to be able to get your troops back. And I went and I spammed a bunch of troops, and I used a bunch of more, not only the troops training, but I used some generals training as well. Now I've since been recovering them. I got more. So I'm looking pretty good, but still not great. I need to be over. I really want to be at like 500 or 600 speed ups or something, because I need the buffer for the T11, but also for other stuff that's going to come. I don't want to go too far behind, and then when the FC8 stuff opens up, I'm behind. So I want to keep on putting stuff in the tank for speed ups. I'm realizing that I'm getting behind on speed ups. I do think I'm going to be able to do a T11 rush, but because I think I'm supposed to get 2,600 conversions a day for fire crystal shards. So if that's true and I have enough time, I could probably get 1, maybe 2 troops done during an SVS. If not, if I can get all 3 troops in and make it affordable, maybe I'll see if I can do that. If anything, I'll be blocked on the shards though. I don't want to be blocked on steel. I don't want to be blocked on speed ups. So let's talk about speed ups some more, because that's where we're going. I started off the week saying, I'm sorry, I'm clearing some of this out while I'm talking, but it's just force of habit. If you play the game, you know what I mean. You're right there with me. But we'll leave this, we'll sit this for now. So basically, I was talking about Treasure Hunter in terms of I was thinking about grabbing the speed ups, but after some discussions with folks, it really is the Lucky Hero Gear chest that is the highest value here by a big margin. So my math was off because I wasn't accounting for the stuff that you get, the other stuff you get in the board itself. So I'm going to continue to run this for Lucky Hero Gear chest for the remainder of my run. But I was planning on doing, and I'm still planning on doing, the, clicked the wrong thing twice. The speed ups now for Mia's this time, because the speed ups here are actually quite a good value, as well as the, there's a lot of stuff here is actually good value, but the fire crystals, even gems, but you know, it'll be a long time probably before gems makes any sense for me, but I'm going to go with the speeds because that's what I need. So there's, however, I almost fell into the trap. However, I'm going to wait on speed ups even because, and I don't know, I have to look at when the calendar is going to hit for me, but like, I think the better approach and the more efficient approach is going to be to buy this event out and then don't use it. Now I do want those speed ups very badly, but the thing is that Mia's is going to get better very soon. From what I understand, as soon as the Helios troops unlock, so when we get War Academy, Mia's is going to get even better. All right, timeout. I need to redo. Here's what just happened. As I was describing this, I realized, like, wait a minute. When is my next Mia's event going to come? It's going to be towards the end of July, the way this is scoping out. That's going to be past the time when I need the speed. So ideally, if you're not a big spender like me trying to go for this big push, it would actually be smart for you to do what I just said and save up all those tickets for the next event when Mia's is going to get better. However, because I need those speeds and I'm not going to have them when I need them now. So I'm going to have to run Mia's. So here's where we're at. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to run Mia's for the speeds, and we'll see, how lucky we can get. Basically, the optimal strategy, and I put the simulator link out there before, the optimal strategy is you keep on playing until you win the prize, and then you stop and you reset and try to win a prize again. That's what we're doing. So that is the optimal strategy. If you don't believe it, hit me up in the Discord. Come and join my Discord. The Discord is in the link in the video description. Ask me for the simulator link, and I'll give you the simulator link, and you'll see what I mean. So let's see. See if we can get lucky on this. And I'm just gonna go. Let's see. I should probably use a common. Oh, there we go. Got it in 6. Nice. We got an X2 in here. Oh, X2. Got a 1 in 4 chance of hitting it. Let's see, where's it going to be? Let's try over here. Nope. Oh, darn it. Ah, 1 off. All right, here we go. Did I have any? Got an X2 over here. Oh, got another 1 in 4 chance. Nah, man. Ah, one off again. Here we go. An X2 and an X5. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Well, all right, I'll take that though. All right, another X2 and X5 and X5. All right. Still a 5 out there. Well, got the prize too quick, but that's all right. All right, we got an X2 this time. Well, I guess gems aren't so bad. Wow. Had I just gone in the middle like I normally have been, would have been fine. Alright, let's see if we can get that X2. Alright. No, not on resources. Oh, the worst. The worst Mia's run ever. Now remember, you know, I'm going to go well beyond unlocking the path rewards here. But that's because 1 in 3 chance. Come on. 1 in 3 chance. Where is it? Let's see. Let's go at the end. Darn it. Man. You got to be kidding me. How many times did that happen to me? Yeah, so what I was trying to explain is these path rewards here. I'm going to be well beyond, at my level of spend, I'm going to be well beyond the path rewards. But it doesn't really matter, so I'm going to come all the way up to this. But it doesn't really matter because there's still value in getting the speeds, prizes through the rest of the play. It's not as efficient. You lose a little efficiency because you're not getting the path rewards, but it's still actually really good value. All right, not too bad. Be nice to connect on one of these X. Oh. It's not a great board. Oh, God. Getting all the resources. Come on, man. Fine. This isn't too bad a board. It's just 2 resources on there. Oh, man. Come on. Wow. Yeah. You just run the whole board. Alright, fine. X2. There's a lot of speeds on this board, though. Ah, oh, right off the bat. And then on the resources. Come on. You killing me, Mia. And you can see the future, so you knew that was happening. You're just sitting there laughing at me, aren't you? Sitting there with that smile on your face. You know exactly what's going to happen. Alright, X2. Oh, man. Well, these aren't... Good thing this is a good board because my luck... Oh, well... That's not so bad. I'll take it. Next 2. I'd like to see that be an X10, but now I'm getting greedy. Come on. 1 in 4 chance again, huh? Hey! Alright. Bingo. There we go. Let's grab this last chest. Here we go. Let's go. All right. 1, 2, and done. That's what I'm talking about. The only thing better than that would be X2, and then... oh. No, alright. Could have been worse. Here we go. Oh, X2. Oh, that's not great. Wasted it on that. And go run the full board. Why not? Why not just run the full board and take maximum tickets? All right, let's see. X2. Oh, I don't know. Well, hey, all right, I'll take that though. Full board. Run the full board again. Sure. All right. Man, I'm not getting a lot of the X5s tonight. All right. Take it. All right, X4. We got an X4 on the board. Let's see if we can hit it. Come on now. Let's save it. Let's save those X4. Oh, now we got the X2. Well. Now can I get the X4 at least? All right, 50-50 chance. What do you say? Top or bottom? I like to be on top, so... Oh, no. Man. Couldn't even get it with a 50-50 chance. I guess I should have preferred to be on bottom for that. Alright. Here we go. Can I at least connect with an X2 again? Nope. Nope, we're gonna run the full board again. Okay, fine. Alright, let's see. Since I know I'm playing tomorrow, I can play a little bit and see if I get lucky, but running out of tickets fast. And I didn't run all the missions down yet either, so I'll do that as well, but let's see if we can get any luck here. X2. Resources. Come on. Killing me. Get that smile off your face, Mia. Ah, alright. Have to finish the daily missions. To finish that last one. And then we'll be done for the day. I'm sure I'll be able to get that. So, that's where we're going with Mia. We're trying to get all those speeds. Let's take a look after running those speeds. Oh, if I don't clear that, you guys will kill me in the comments. So, there you go. Let's see what the speeds are looking like. Let me clear this out a little bit. Oh, come on, come on. Do it. Yeah, it's looking better. It's looking better. We're looking at, in the research with that, we're at something like 450, 460, close to 460. So that's looking better. And we still got tomorrow to come, so we're putting some serious stuff in the tank for the speed ups that I need. All right, now let's take a look at Treasure Hunter. So that was Mia's. Did I miss anything in the deal section? Got so excited about Mia's. No, okay, that's everything. Now let's take a look at Treasure Hunter. And I didn't run down all of them because I had a whole bunch of gathering out. So what we're looking to do with Treasure Hunter, I'm going to buy this to $100 every day. I'm already going to be past the milestone rewards. But like I said, the value of the gears, it's debatable that you can actually buy out this shop and it's still worth it, because the thing is, it's like, I think it's something like 1950 if I calculate out, if I remember, it was 1950 to buy out the whole event. The thing is, you're not going to get any more mithril, so the mithril is going to max out at the milestone rewards. What you're going to get is a lot more hero gear, and at that rate, it is actually worth the hero gear. That's why I'm still considering it. On the last day, I may actually buy some more. Depends on how much else I ended up spending this week, but I may actually buy some more. I just don't want to buy the whole event out because I'm trying to spread my spend a little more evenly than that. And you know, at the $100, you get the least return on your value as well. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get a little luck on treasure hunters. So yeah, there we go. Every time you can get it before the pity reward is, I'm going to call that luck. It's just varying degrees of luck, but the more you get before that pity reward, the better. All right, let me click that, so we're good to go. Oh, yeah, all right. Still, that's pretty good. That's pretty good luck right there. Not bad at all. Take that. No, that was pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much the pity reward there. All right. That was the pity reward. Maximum amount. Oh, that was nearly the pity reward. Not great, but better than the pity reward, so I'll take it. Come on. Oh, horrible. And horrible again. Alright, now we're at floor 100. We maxed out the milestone rewards. There we go. So I'll grab this. Oh, is it still on auto mode? It is. Won't let me grab it. See how many floors we can clear. Just depends on how lucky I get. Ugh. Need to get a little more lucky than that to increase my rate. Oh, full run. Nothing. No luck. Alright, that's a little bit. Little bit of luck. Now, for those of you saying, hey, don't use auto mode, just do it manually. Well, I mean, what's it matter? That, like, me picking a number on the board is going to matter? It's not. It's just... First of all... let me stop this for a second. Let me show you something. First of all... Okay, let this run finish. First of all, if you look at the way the odds work in this event, it's a progressive thing. The more you search, the higher your chances. So at the when it first, it doesn't show you here, but if you read the way it's worded here, you know, as you become more familiar with the chamber layout, you get better. So it's like, the weight will increase. So at the 7th search on a floor, the weight will increase to 5. At the 13th, your weight will increase to 10. At the 19th, your weight will increase to 20. So it's a weighted thing. Like in the beginning, it's going to be harder to find stuff, and in the end, it's going to be easier to find stuff. So it's just random. That's my point. Is it's random luck. So doing it auto doesn't really matter. Whatever random stuff is going to happen is going to happen the way it happens anyways. I need to turn that auto back on. Come on. Turn that back on. All right. Take it. Anything better than the pity reward? No. Anything better than her pity reward is good. I'll still take the pity reward. Oh, all right. That's not too bad. No, pity reward. All right, come on, give me some luck. Give me some luck here. Ah, the whole board, practically. All right, and can you give it to me an 8? No, you can't. Not gonna give it to me an 8. All right, So now we've cleared the milestone rewards and we got all the mithril, which is great because I need more mithril in the tank. Let's see, will it show me? Yeah, I have 59, so I need more than that still, but at least I got more in the tank. So this is great to have an event like this. All right, that's all we got for this. I'll continue to hunt that down after recording. All right, so with all that done, let's take a look at the backpack, see what we got going on. Let's work this. Well, I'll save the hero gear chest for last. Just put all this in the bank, get this all done, clear this all out. And then clear these out. Can I get lucky here? And basically what you're looking for is anything more than like, I think if you consider like 5 or 10, like if you're going to get like 15 would be low, 30 would be decent, you know, and anything more than 30 and you got lucky. So let's see what happens. Yeah, 15. I got the very minimum. That's what happened there. That's you can't get less than 15. Didn't even get lucky once. All right. Let's see what things are looking like here now. Yeah, not much change there. Resources are looking good. Steel is a little bit lower than I want it to be, but I think there's going to be an opportunity to buy steel. Let's see what happens with the Lucky Hero Gear chest. So do this 100 at a time just because I like to see the stats play out. So we got only one in that 100 batch. We got one in that batch. All right. We got one in that batch. No luck so far. Hey, 3. All right. It's looking a little better. 1 in that batch. 1 in that batch. Horrible luck tonight. I'm going to have to put some sage on this iPad. Or maybe some other substance. Alright, let's see. Do 166 on the last one. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Not great luck tonight on Lucky Hero Gear chests. A little bit, tiny bit better than average, but not much. I wouldn't call that luck at all. And then if we just, I can basically dump that into the heroes. I'm sure I have more than what I need at this point. So we'll just jam these all out. This will help for arena. So we'll take care of that. Get her primary skills maxed out here. And then I'm just going to dump it here for now because that'll help for arena. And then that's what we'll be doing all week, is just dumping it here. It's basically she's holding it for when I need it for later. That's kind of the way I look at it. All right. That's what we got for the heroes. We do have Labyrinth, but nothing particularly interesting because I'm not doing anything with gears. I'm not doing anything with the research center. So I'm just going to run these. I'm not going to record those tonight. That's all I got for that. All right, that's all the content I have for tonight, but I have to tell you about something special that's going on tonight in the Discord community. Check the video description. You'll see the link to the invite to my Discord server. We have a lot of fun there. We play a game called Slide It In, where I try to work on phrases into the content, or work in phrases into the content that the community provides for me. It's kind of a fun little game, insider game that we play with the community. That's a lot of fun. But the thing that's going on tonight is actually a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway where first place is going to get $49.99 Frost Stars. Second place is going to get $19.99 Frost Stars, and then third, fourth, and fifth place are all going to get $9.99 in Frost Stars. And all you got to do is play a trivia game that's based on my content. So most of the questions, it's going to be 25 questions, and most of the questions are based on my content. Some of them are just fun items that are like funny things I came up with for a trivia question that's WOS, Whiteout Survival themed, basically. So 25 questions, it'll go pretty quickly. Everybody had a lot of fun with it last time, and the winners certainly enjoyed the Frost Stars. If you want to be part of that and you want to try to get your chance of getting some Frost Stars, you only got a couple hours. I'm doing it at 0300 UTC, so come and join the Discord, check out the community, say hello, look at the giveaways area, and you'll see where the channel is going to be. It's going to be in the quizzes channel in the Discord server. So make sure you check that out. The other thing to do is, if you want to help me out, you want to continue to see how this journey goes, you like this content, you want to support me, first of all, kind of tell me about your friends. They might enjoy the content, they might not, but maybe they'll come in and they'll like it and they'll be a subscriber as well. So simple things you could do as well, and it's people don't realize how important it is just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.